Hey you, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Rosa Waitaka. Thank you so much for joining me here today, and I just decided to pop in here real quick to do a intro video. And for this video I'll be doing a get to know me. So I have a couple of questions here that I had someone write down for me, and by someone I mean my brother, so shout out to him for being a part of this first video. And let's not waste any time. Let's get straight into the questions. The first question is, hello, hi. Why has it taken you this long to start creating content? Is it something you've always wanted to do? What inspired you? Well, it's taken me this long because I just wasn't comfortable enough. And it's not like I am comfortable right now, but I decided to do it anyway. I decided to do it with the discomfort. I decided to embrace the discomfort. I decided to embrace the fear and just go ahead and do it. Is it something you've always wanted to do? Yes, it's something I've always wanted to do, or I've wanted to do for the longest time. So it's been a long time coming. What inspired you? Well, what inspired me first is to just have a platform where I can just share my thoughts and my opinions and my beliefs, and also learn from other people as well. And then the second thing that inspired me is just having the opportunity or creating the opportunity to create something from the ground up. You get, like, I just want to one day look at it and be like, I actually did it. I was uncomfortable. I didn't know what I was doing, but I actually did it. And yeah, I think it's something that sparks and will continue to spark my creativity, and that is what is inspiring me right now, or what has pushed me to start this channel. Alright, the second question is, what content creators do you look up to and why? Okay, let me say there's so many of them, both in Kenya and internationally. In as much as I do find myself watching a lot of 100, Rhoda Minor, shout out to her, and I think I like her because I've seen her grow. We're in the same high school, so I've really watched her grow, and it's inspiring, really inspiring. So yeah, Wanjiru, Rhoda Minor, Sichebet, Maggie Mwende, like there's so many of you, but honestly, every single YouTuber inspires me because I know this isn't easy. Content creation is a lot of work. It takes a lot of energy, a lot of time, a lot of courage, and if you're out there and you're actually doing this, you're already an inspiration to so many of us. So yeah, the third question is, what, now that you've taken this step and decided, now that you've taken this step and decided to be a creator, what are some of the myths that you've outgrown in regards to content creation? Well, I think this is more of a belief than a myth. I used to believe that content creation is for specific people and not for for people with my personality, because I know I'm quite introverted. I'm very silent. I've grown up very silent, and I've been very shy, and I'm always taking the back seat in everything you get. So I thought that content creation is for extroverts, it's for people, I don't know, yeah, it's for specific people, it's for people with a certain personality, for people with certain talents, for people with certain skills. But what I've come to see is that everybody can be a content creator, right? We're all creators, because as He is God, as He is, so are we. He's our creator, so we are technically mini creators, right? And as long as you have something to share, which I believe we all do, and have the courage to share it, you can be a content creator, and I think you can outgrow some of these things. Yeah, all you need is actually all you need. I think all you need is courage. That's it, and that is one of the beliefs that I have maybe outgrown from, or I'm still trying to outgrow. Yeah. Do you plan on inviting friends and other content creators on board just to share and make it more fun? But of course, definitely, I definitely will. If you'd like to come in here, just comment down below. Given that you have a job and business that you're working on, how do you plan on managing and creating time to create content? By God's grace. Honestly, it's by God's grace. But also, after God's grace, I know I have to do my part, right? I can't just depend on His grace. I have to do my part and then wait for His grace, right? So I think what my plan is to prioritize. Like there's this one that is my, what do I say? It's my main source of income, right? So I definitely have to prioritize it. It has to be my first priority. And then there's this one, and then there's this one. So I have to maybe say on Monday, I'll dedicate my time to this one. I'll focus on this one. On Tuesday, I focus on this one. On Wednesday, I focus on this one. I think that's mostly what I plan to do. But the good thing is, most of them are interlinked, because I feel like what I learn from this one and from running this one, I can use that knowledge to work on this one. What I learn from working on this one, I can use that knowledge to work on this. So I feel like them being interlinked makes it quite easy. But also, I plan on getting help. This is something I'm learning, that I just can't do everything by myself. Yeah, I really need help, and whenever I need it and whenever I can get help, that is what I'll be doing. Yeah. So in question number 6, how was it for you growing up and getting used to being in front of cameras and speaking to people through media platforms? How was it for you growing up and getting used to being in front of cameras and speaking to people through media platforms? Well, did your career influence it? I think growing up, I never would have thought, no one would have thought, and neither would I have thought, that I'd actually be doing something like this, or even have a career in journalism, because I was like I said, I was the quiet child, the shy child, the weak child. So I don't think this is something that I or anyone would ever have thought that I'd do. And it's just now that I'm trying to come out of my shell, challenge myself, and it's now that I'm trying to get used to being in front of the cameras. It's not something I am used to. It's been something it scares me a lot. So I'm now trying to get out of my shell. Did your career in journalism influence it? Well, I feel like it's the other way around. My love for the cameras influenced my career in journalism, because I realized I love being in front of the cameras when I was in high school, and that is when I decided to take up journalism as my career. Yeah. Number 7, what are some of the media companies that you've worked with, and how was your experience? Well, I've worked for Radio Africa, I've worked for Mini, and I worked for Media Max. And the experience was quite interesting, because I found myself doing very different things, or working in very different departments in each of these media companies. Yeah. So For Radio Africa, I used to be a writer. I used to write for Kiss 100, Classic 105, for The Star. I was a writer, yeah. And then I went to Radio Mini. I became a reporter. And then I went to Media Max. I was now behind the cameras, working on the sound and stuff like that. So you see, that's very different departments. But I'm glad it happened like that because I got to learn so much, yeah. So I'd say it was a very interesting experience, and I learned a lot. Question number 8: where did your inspiration for motorbikes stem from? Have you always had a thing for them, or did the marketing industry boost your love for them? It's funny because I've always had a thing for motorbikes, and I remember when I first started, I joined that industry. A friend of mine told me, was like, "Hey, Ati, you remember when you were younger, you telling me that when we grow up we'd like to have a motorcycle." It was like, "Who told you that?" I always knew that I had a thing for motorbikes, but I didn't know I'd actually talked to somebody about it. So I'd say it's something I've always loved, but I thought I'd do it. Maybe I'd get to ride motorbikes, not like join the industry or sell them. Maybe just to get one for myself. So yeah, I've always had a thing for them. But yes, the marketing industry did boost my love for them. Number 9: given your experience in selling and handling bikes, what would you advise anyone to look at when looking for a good bike? Well, there's quite a number of things to consider, and the first one being your budget. It depends on how much you want to spend on that bike, and that's actually the first thing you need to consider. The second thing is your experience. How experienced are you? For how many years have you ridden a motorcycle, or for how long? Yeah, because you can't be a beginner and go for like a 400 or 600 cc. That's recipe for disaster. You cannot do that. So first your budget, then your experience, and then your needs. You have to consider your needs. What are your needs? What do you need that bike for? Do you want it for business? Is it a personal bike? And then the fourth thing is the terrain in which you're going to be using that bike. Is it rough roads? Is it tarmac roads? Because you can take an on-road bike in the rough terrains. You will just be spoiling your bike. So I think those are the first 4 things to consider before getting or choosing your bike. And then question number 10. Web design is one of the things you do, right? Yes. What does this involve? How do you get your customers? And what services do you offer? Well, web design basically is planning, designing, building, and maintaining a website. And that could be any type of website. Maybe you want a personal website, maybe you want an e-commerce website, maybe you want a corporate website, maybe you want a portfolio website. It all depends on the kind of website you want. So web design is just creating that designing and creating that website and maintaining it. That's what it involves. How do you get your customers? Mainly through word of mouth. Yeah. You tell someone, I tell someone, that somebody tells someone, that somebody tells someone. You create a website for someone, they go tell their partners or their friends. Basically, that's just how it is. What services do you offer? Well, apart from now creating and maintaining the website, there's also content management. We manage, inclusive of the website, we manage every other social media platform you have: Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. That's it. Creating the website and then content management. Creating the content and then managing your social media platforms. Those are the services. And then question number 11, what do you plan to do with the channel? I'm here to just share my journey. I'm here to share the ins and outs, the highs and lows, share my beliefs, my opinions, and to learn, to unlearn, to relearn, and I'm here to learn from you people as well. That's basically what I'd love to do with this channel. Anyway, I think that's the end of our questions. Thank you for watching till the end. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And also kindly let me know in the comment section the kind of videos you people like to watch, or the kind of videos you'd like me to make, and we'll see what to do. Other than that, thank you so much. Stay blessed, take care, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.